What you doing? Meow. Doodlebug. What are you doing? Really? Says Daddy, stop playing with Lego and start playing with me. Silly boy. Hey Lego fans, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andy and let's talk about Lego. Thanks for tuning in, I do appreciate it. Well guys, check this out. I got some retaining walls built and I got my tunnel built. What do you think? I think it's looking pretty awesome. There's a few things I don't like this corner where I had to put, when I put that masonry brick at, I wish that would have been like a half an arch, kind of, to match up with the other arch over there, like, you know, having like a corner and have an arch going into the corner or whatever. But there wasn't really much I could do about it. But it doesn't look that bad, but it could look better. And then the tunnel here, I don't think it looks too bad. I had to end up going in on the tracks up on that gray part. I didn't think I was going to have to do that, but the arch wouldn't fit otherwise, so I had to go closer. But the train fits through there just fine, so that's the important part. So I made it go a little bit higher than the elevated platform here by, I don't know, a couple of bricks. And as you can see here, there's a gap between the two. That's because, well, I had to put it out one stud at least because of the screw. There's a screw there in that 2x4 that would have been in the way. But I went ahead and brought it out two studs because then it would match up with this wall over here that I started right there, two studs in. This one, you can tell how crooked this platform is cut compared to the straight wall. But that's okay because you won't see it anyway. So now we got an inside corner done. We just got to wrap it around this side and do the same thing on that inside corner and then go all the way out over there and put another tunnel in. I think it's going to end up looking pretty cool when we're done. What do you guys think? What's your ideas on what to put in this green space down here? You think this should just be trees and greenery, or do you think there should be a building here? Or what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm wanting to know, what should I put on top of the wall? I mean, I know I got this dark gray plate, which is what I did on the other retaining wall I had on the other platform with the mountain. But I don't know what to put on top of that. Should I put like some slope pieces? Some 2x2 slopes sloped up towards the top? Or should I take it down a couple of bricks and make it flush and then put those slopes on top? Like, that's kind of like what I did on the other platform. I had the cheese wedges at the top, but that was at the top of the those burps, not at the top of the retaining wall. So yeah, and then you can see here how this is sticking out farther than the end of the wall, even though the end of the wall is flush with this piece down here. So that means this is sticking out farther than the platform down here, right down here. So that's may have to be cut off regardless of whether we build a Lego wall in here or not to make this even. It's sticking out like maybe a half an inch too far. So I'm thinking about, as far as this area goes, I'm thinking about putting like some kind of cloth. Somebody suggested some kind of cloth in there just so it can get covered up, but yet you can still have access to it in case the train derails in there or something like that, or you need to get in there for whatever reason. I think that's a good premise. So we should probably do something like that, because if I build a whole Lego wall here, it's not going to be easily accessible. So I think putting some kind of cloth or something that's easily removable is a better idea as far as covering this up. So we'll I don't know, maybe a curtain of some kind that could hang down and cover up the bottom of the platform as well. That's what I was thinking, something like that. I'll have to figure that out. Leave me your suggestions in the comments. Let's check out the train running through here. See what you think. Isn't that nice? Goes right through there. No problem whatsoever. and I think it looks pretty good. The tunnel looks pretty good. I used one of those 12 by 3 arches, the same as I used on the elevated line supports. That worked out perfect. I thought I was going to have to use the half arches on each side like I did on the other tunnel, but this tunnel didn't need to be as wide because it's a straight track, as opposed to when I was going in the other tunnel, it was going on the curved track. You know, going inside the tunnel, opening through a curve, so I had to make it wider. So this case works out pretty good. I like it. And there we go. We got our wraparound corner installed. Didn't take too long, and I think it looks pretty darn good. I'm separating these things by base plates, obviously, to make a modular. So that's where you get that gap right there, unfortunately. I mean, I got them as tight together as I can get them, but you can't really tighten that too much. So, I mean, if they were tied together, obviously, then they would be tight. Now, this over here, I didn't have much choice but to tie this tunnel piece to the other base plate, because if I hadn't have tied it together, it would have been flopping around pretty loose, because it's just, you know, a stack of 1x2s on one side and a stack of 2x2s on the other side, you know. So it would have been pretty flimsy by itself. So I had to go ahead and connect it to there, but that's okay. I mean, if we ever need to take it apart, it's not that too awful difficult. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep everything modular. Like this plate is one here, and then you got this right here. This is another plate that goes together like that, and then you got another third plate back here. So once it's all done, you're not going to be able to tell what you know, which plate's what. I wouldn't think, unless you're going to notice the little gap right there, which I'm trying to get as close together as possible. But yeah, you know, you get it. So anyway, another option to put on top of the wall would be like fencing, like the same fencing that I have over there on my masonry brick walls, that black fencing. So that's an option too, to put on top of the wall. What do you guys think? I also got to install a stairway somewhere. I'll probably put it on along this wall right here in the middle. Either a long stairway going, you know, basically the whole entire run of the wall, or we'll put a landing in there somewhere, or we can put it like, you know, like back and forth stairs like a building would be, and put a landing, you know, put 2 landings in there, or whatever it takes to get it done. But we'll see how that goes later on. But yeah, what do you think, guys? I think it's coming along pretty well. Shouldn't take too much longer to build the rest of this. What do you think? Unfortunately, I still have not received my parts for this holiday Main Street build. The windows that are missing. So I don't know if I'm going to get them in time for Christmas or not. But if not, we'll go ahead and stick this back in the village as is, just so we have a complete village. And then I'll probably show that to you guys next time around. Because it's not, I still got to set up some minifigures and stuff right now. But in terms of the modular builds, I'm still pretty excited about doing that. However, it's going to take a lot of parts. It's going to be a big parts order, because there's so many little things that you don't really notice right off the bat that you have to order. You know, like if I'm going to replicate this building, those curved pieces above the windows on the top, in tan, which I can't get on the pick-a-brick wall, and I have to look for them on Bricklink. And then those little corner pieces that they use for snow sometimes, below the curved pieces on the window, those in tan I have to look for. And then I think I have the half or the corner pieces that are above there, but you have to have a jumper piece underneath there. So there's a lot of little pieces like that. And then like the roof, that you got those little pieces, those little angled piece or slope pieces you have to put on there. There's a lot of little pieces that you got, you know, these red pieces out front, like, well, one's a 1x6 tile, then the other are 1x4 tiles with the studs on each end, which also are not available on Pick-a-Brick. So, and then you got the dark green ones there below that. So there's a lot of little stuff that you have to buy to get, you know, to do the complete design as it is, you know, to completely replicate it. Now this building over here is not as bad. I just got to get the the window frames, which I'm probably going to do in black because I can't really find them in blue unless I could find those on Bricklink, possibly. The slide piece, that's easy to find, and the candlesticks are easy to find, and the half round above the door is easy to find, and the piece that goes on top of that is easy to find. I've already got some of those white pieces, although I probably won't need them because that's part of the snow, so I'm not going to put that on anyhow. I do need one of these little pyramid pieces that goes on top of the light. I had to order one of those because one of those was missing as well for this piece, as you can see. But I couldn't find those on Pick-a-Brick either, so I don't know. That may be why my order's delayed here. They may have to order some stuff from Denmark, so it may be weeks before it gets here. Who knows? And then these window covers down here, those aren't available on Pick-a-Brick either. So I don't know if I'll use something else or try to get a hold of those. So when you really get down to it and try to order every single part that you'll need for it, it's like, wow, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that's not necessarily available right off the bat either. Now, I could just buy another set and get all the parts that way. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Like that would give me every single little detailed part that I need. And then just not put the snow on and just build the modulars out of pieces from this set. Just, take off the Christmas decorations and whatnot. So there's that option too. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I am going to be making a fairly large parts order here before too long, because also besides that parts for those, I got to buy more 1x2s and corner pieces and 2x2s and 2x4s for this project right here. This 1x2 bin was full to the brim when I started, and now it's almost gone. Well, not almost gone, but there's a big dent in it. I've still got plenty of corner pieces. That's looking all right for right now. The 4x4s, or I'm sorry, 2x4s are getting depleted, but I think I have some of those in reserve. So I have to order at least some 1x2s, and then 2x2s. I'm almost completely out of those. So I'm going to have to be ordering some parts here for this project as well. So like I said, it's probably going to be a fairly large parts order when we get down to it. I don't know how. And I just broke one of my supports. So I don't know how soon I'm going to be able to get it ordered because of finances, but hopefully sooner than later. And we can get some things done, get some of these buildings started, and I'm going to build as much retaining wall obviously as I can before I run out of parts, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the entire face of that elevated platform as is. So we'll see. What do you say, Doodlebug? Huh? We're going to be able to make it? We're going to have to get parts. Silly boy. Anyway, guys, that's about all I have for you today. Thanks for taking me along. I do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel so much. And it's fast, it's easy, just takes a click, and it's free. You don't have to pay a dime. And it helps out the channel. Let's get up to 1,300. We're well past 1,200 now. Thank you for that. Let's get up to 1,300 and beyond. 1,500, we're going to do another giveaway at 1,500 subscribers. So you got to look forward to that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video, or if you enjoy Lego for that matter. And I will talk to you guys very soon. So take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.